Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here. Well, first of all, as you can see there, I've got Emiya Altar on the screen. It's because I was just doing some grinding, and I was grinding the EXP dailies, and I just like to change it up a little bit every time. So, anyway, now for the explanation of why I did a servant profile video yesterday. It's because, well, like I said in the description, I basically messed up. What happened was, on my recording thing I have here, if I tap or touch or any kind of thing on the top right hand corner of the screen, it will like a little square cutout, kind of like a square cut part thing, and from there, I can either pause or stop the video if I wanted. And I paused the video just before I would say not just before, but during the fight I had against Lobo. So yeah, eventually I took out Lobo. So that was the last part of the Shinjuku singularity. So let's continue on with it. And in this next one, we are going to be doing a fight against an archer, which of course means we're going to be doing lancers. So without further ado, hold on a second here. Let's let me oh shoot. Yeah, I only have one bronze fruit. I can do a silver fruit, and hell with it. Let's do another silver fruit so I can get a little bit over the amount. And let's do the singularity. You know what? Do this right here. Oh, anti-archer. Let's take out cats and put Lartordia. As you can see, I'm trying to put Mr. Tesla there at another bond level. His next bond level is going to be 2. I'm trying to get him to bond level 3 so I can do his interlude. Anyway, continuing on here, let's do this. Section 15, Shinjuku Fly High. In short, no matter how you slice it, this is premeditated murder. There's no deep motive here. The only forces at work are grudges, money, and jealousy. There may be a few tricks, but they're trivial. Still, they're beyond any detective. But now, they're failing. I've given up on about half my calculations, leaving only a slapdash but bet where the odds are against us. I swore to myself that this plan I came up with would never let me do that. And yet, I did it. And all because I wanted to beat her. And down goes the Avenger. We may only have to wait for the magical bullet to get here now, but that doesn't mean we can just sit around. So why are you so relaxed? Is the bullet already on its way? It's not coming here. Not yet, anyway. So now that the Avenger has been defeated, you and I are the only ones who can protect the barrel. I'll do my job, not to worry. Luckily, this tower is easy to protect and real tough to attack. I see. But that doesn't mean we can just stay holed up in here doing nothing. I'll go prepare an ambush outside. If it works out, we'll be able to lure them into a pincer attack at the base of the tower and catch them in the crossfire. Sherlock Holmes would see through something like that in an instant. The battlefield is just the kind of place where detective and mastermind logic falls apart. There's no time for cold deduction there, only chaos and fervor. The chaos of battle leaves no room for calculations, and that kind of fervor rips theory to shreds. The battlefield is where the lowest of life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. I see. Well, do as you see fit. I won't be of much use when it comes to practical tactics anyway. A seasoned mercenary like you would be far better suited to come up with the ideas. Don't worry, I'll make sure they suffer. Get to your positions. Suit up for heavy combat. Use anti-demonic beast gear if you have to. But aren't we all going up against servants? Believe me, I know what we're up against better than most. Anti-servant gear is not going to cut it. We'll be much better off with the anti-demonic beast gear's sheer explosive power. Use the tungsten alloy armor-piercing ammo. It's cursed, so it can be pretty effective against them. Keep up a steady stream of gunfire and pin them down. Yes, sir. If you make it this far, that son will utterly destroy you. If Jean Alter is like a human carpet bombing, the Alter King of Knights is akin to an artillery cannon. Although, given that she's using that toy to get around, perhaps I should call her a giant high-speed mobile artillery platform. Ugh, it's always something. Still, it's almost over now. It doesn't matter how bloody things get. As long as everything's consistent, that's what counts. What a fool the Master Calde is willingly meet her and end here after saving the world. She may think she can save this place, but she's wrong. All she can do is die a miserable death. Well, do now is die a miserable death. Sorry. Well done, Caval II. It was all thanks to you that we were victorious. As a reward, you shall have better dog food than normal. Feel free to return to your guard post at the stronghold. You've earned it. It feels like Caval II is more important than me. How astute of you, Master. Indeed, I think of Caval II as my personal hunting dog, or rather, descended from one. So she's got her own headcanon for him. Essentially, I consider him one of my loyal knights, and I'm willing to dub him appropriately. Which means that, in my court, he does indeed rank slightly above you. What kind of king are you? Benevolent, as some kings may be. Each is a tyrant in the end. Pretend you never heard that. We're back, Miss Solaria. Miss Autoria. Hi. Papa's home. Come here and give you a big kiss on the cheek. Papa, you stink. What? That hit way harder than I thought. Are you alright, Mr. Moriarty? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Curse this despicable bad smell of mine. But really, Master, you could stand to mince your words a bit when it comes to people's feelings. Oh, don't give me that look, young Sherlock. You're lucky your prime was in the peak of your youth. Getting back on track. We have now defeated the Berserker, the Assassin, and the Avenger. That leaves the Archer of Shinjuku, evil Moriarty, and the alter version of Emiya, the nameless heroic spirit. And I have also learned that the latter is standing guard in the front of the barrel, along with about 200 or so hornets. 200? However, I can assure you that time's most definitely not on our side. With a phantom spirit, der Freischütz at his disposal, Moriarty can even control meteors. We don't know when a meteor will be loaded and fired, but we do know that we can't afford to wait until that happens. Well, hang on. Meteors almost never enter Earth's atmosphere to begin with. I looked it up, and the only meteor... Hold on. Sorry everyone, that was a call from my niece. She was wondering where I was. Anyway. I looked it up, and the only meteor that fell to Japan in 1999 was in Kobe. and it was tiny, barely weighing 136 grams in total. Hardly anything approaching an apocalyptic scale. You are right, Ms. Da Vinci. He stumbled. Don't worry about it, Holmes. Call me whatever you like. However, there's one thing I've come to understand. After seeing our Moriarty in action. You mean me? I do. When you use that coffin of yours, you don't actually do much in the way of aiming, do you? I sure don't. I fire, and it hits. I'm confident that it would work even if I were facing away from my target entirely. I don't have many memories of firing a gun when I was alive, so I'm surprised it worked so well. I imagine it would be much the same whether you were using bullets or missiles. Furthermore, even Moriarty likely possesses the same power, only with greater potency. A truly frightening prospect. With such power, he could likely use any meteor visible from Earth in 1999 for his magical bullet. What? Huh? Seriously? Even Master is dumbfounded. You'd have to react like a certain idol. What's more, there was indeed an asteroid observed in 1999. The one called Bennu, a B-type asteroid measuring an average of 500 meters in diameter. Analysis shows that it will approach Earth a number of times over the next 200 years. I think I remember saying that. I think that was the basis of 2 movies, Deep Impact and Armageddon. I believe this is the asteroid that evil Moriarty has designated to be his bullet. Is that even possible? I mean, the whole reason phantom spirits can never be servants is because they lack the spirit origin value to ascend to being a heroic spirit. Yes, if one were to evaluate phantom spirits by strength alone, they would be quite unimpressive. In terms of potency, they would even underperform a literary caster who did nothing but pen stories. Seriously? I can almost hear a voice saying, "Don't steal my gimmick." I am quite serious. After all, even if they were to be summoned, they wouldn't possess a body. Because they lack a body, they are unable to do anything. Regardless of how much magical energy you provide them, they have no means of storing it. You can think of each of them as a vase with a hole. However, this hole is on the side of the vase, not the bottom, so it is able to hold some energy. For an experienced mage, I imagine this would pose no issue at all. All that said, even having said all that, we servants will still have quite the trump card to play, no matter how weak we might be, and that still holds true for phantom spirits. Noble phantasms. Exactly. Where such things are concerned, there is little difference between a phantom spirit and a heroic one. The reason is simple. Noble phantasms are based off of stories, legends, objects that truly existed. When such things become a noble phantasm, their power might be reduced, or in rare cases, even enhanced. Of course, when a phantom spirit is summoned, the power of their noble phantasm likely decays considerably. Not that phantom could use one anyway. However, the concept of noble phantasm remains the same. In short, with enough magical energy, a noble phantasm can form. So by fusing heroic spirit and phantom spirit to raise the value of the spirit origin, even an object in space can be made into a bullet. Not to worry, my dear Da Vinci. The Shinjuku is the only place where such a thing is possible. Ordinarily, fusing phantom and heroic spirits together, or even 2 phantoms, is nigh impossible. Hey, that's it! That's the key! I remember we combed through Chaldea's servers to pull up the details of phantom spirits. But just like how heroic spirits can't fuse, neither can phantom spirits. It should be impossible. Or rather, no one would ever think to do so. Who actually went and did such a thing? I'm afraid the time is not yet right to tell you that. We should avoid speculation. Or rather, to be precise, we should focus on the more immediate problem at hand. As I was just saying, Emiya Alter and 200 Hornets are standing guard outside the barrel. Here's a digital snapshot I took. I'll send it to Chaldea so you can fix it up. How's this? No, how's this? I laid it out on a table view to make it easier. I took my best guess at marking off how many enemies there are and what weapons they're carrying. They're using mass-produced firearms, so as long as we can partially see them, we can manage. It appears to be a bog-standard formation, but an effective one. It looks like they're armed with weapons typically used for taking down large demonic beasts. They're clearly aiming for me, which means I will be unable to use Quiras or Alter to charge in and cause a disturbance. While taking restraint on may be a safe option, it also take a lot of time. All we have in the way of fighters are myself and Moriarty. Holmes be of no help here. My apologies. I am but a humble detective after all. That doesn't seem to be slowing down your rival / mathematician / hunter. And there's another problem. A royal guard should keep their defenses as tight as possible and be prepared to move quickly to cover any gaps that may appear in them. Given who we are up against, it will be all but impossible to sow chaos among their ranks with our numbers. Besides, he expects us to charge in, if only there was something we could do that no one can see coming. Oh. Mosh? What is it, Mosh Kirlight? Oh, it certainly sounds as though you have an idea. Not at all. No ideas here. No siree. Come on, spill it. It's nothing, really. Please don't give it another thought, Senpai. Answer the question, Mosh. If you don't, I'll turn you to mashed Kirlight. Well, I just happen to remember Arash. Arash? You mean Arash Kamanger? The hero of the East? What about him? I'm sorry, Senpai. When Autoria mentioned breaking through the formation in a unique way, I couldn't help but remember. I don't even know that one. What in the world happened? Ah! My, it must be quite a good plan if it can make Master Blanche. Tell us more about it, Mosh. Spade 1, all clear. I completed patrol of Point Alpha and am returning to base. Club 2, all clear. Lying up here on the roof. Diamond 4 here. I can just make out the sound of a motorcycle engine. Let me hear it. They're here. Keep your ears open for any other motorcycle sounds. For Legendary King, I'm disappointed this is the best strategy you can come up with. One-way ticket to hell. Fire! Release the net! So there's an all-or-nothing gamble. How boring. All hands, keep watching the perimeter. I'll confirm their disappearance myself. Guards, come with me. I knew it. That's the King's motorcycle. Let's see how her spirit origin is doing. She's still here. It's a decoy. Remaining on the altar. Huh? I'm detecting a servant close by. Is it Saber? Above! Above? Too slow, Archer. I'm surprised to see you and your master drop in like this. How did you do it? If any command spell backup had flown in here, we would have noticed its energy and wiped it out. Indeed, which is why we didn't come here via monoburst or command spell. We flew here, literally. I like this. Spare me. Alright, that should do it. What do you think, Da Vinci? Looking good. I created the plans according to Masha's specifications, modified them to fire without Arash's bow and arrow. It was a tricky constructing it entirely out of materials found in Shinjuku on short notice. But geez that I am, I knew I could do it. Of course, we were the ones who did all the work. You're a math professor, right? How can you have so much trouble cutting a straight piece of iron? Maybe it's because I'm a math professor? At any rate, the Da Vinci modified Moriarty Flyer was a complete success. I believe you mean Da Vinci Flyer. I have a patent on it, you know? A patent. This is why the rich get richer. What in the world are they arguing about? Well, no matter. As I explained earlier, Master Antonio will take this over to... Master? I'm out of here. Forget it. You cannot escape me. We're doing this no matter what, Solaria. Don't worry, I personally guarantee the Flyer's safety. Reed, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with Antonio protecting you. Probably. Worry not, Master. I am your sword and your shield. I shall remove any and all threats in your path. Now get on. We're going to fly this thing to the moon. Help! You whine like a cat forced to take a bath. Go on. Get closer. Okay, once I pull this lever, whoosh, you'll be off. Got it. Now hurry up and get ready, Master. Okay, you're all good to go. Are you all set, Mr. Holmes? Not really, if I'm being honest, but I'll make do. It's a bit hard being a non-combatant. But not to worry, I promise I'll be there at the appointed time. Good. Now let's head to the final battlefield. Is there any other way? However, that doesn't change the fact that you dodged straight into your enemy's camp. That's true, but once I cut you down, my role will be complete. What? Ready your weapons, Archer. I don't even ask you for a fair fight. Feel free to use as many as you like. Why, you little... Yeah, you're gonna be one going down, buddy. I got Lancers with me. Plus, Jalter. Hopefully we'll get past that. Oh shoot, Emiya Ultra's got the... I should be able to take out the two grunts. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, more grunts. Holy crap baskets. Well, they weren't kidding when they said 200. Doesn't tell me I'm doing something I should be doing. Yep, and here's Emiya alters NP. Yep, there went Skahawk. I don't know if I'll be able to take out the two grunts. Okay. I guess I did that thing there. Guess he turned tail. He's gonna turn tail and run. Was that? Oh, I should have known you would notice, Archer. I see your eyes are as sharp as ever. Captain, we're being attacked by wild Coloraturas. So that's what Sherlock Holmes has been up to. That was cutting it far too close, but it appears as well it was well worth it. Take that! Uh-oh, the Coloraturas have started targeting us. Damn it, that berserker around, there's no one left to control them. What are you waiting for? Take them out! Yes, sir. That sound. Well done, Moriarty. Captain, there's too many for us. What do we do? Get a hold of yourself. Take care of the smoke cloud and take each one out. Aim for their legs. Captain, behind you. Huh? There's nothing there. Oh, my apologies, sir. I was mistaken. Is that so? Whoa, easy there, Emiya. Not so raw. I may not be as good as some, but every evil mastermind needs at least some facility with disguises. Of course, in my case, I had to resort to help from holes, but never mind that. The good Moriarty, eh? You should have stayed put like the trash you are. Or is it actually you? I beg your pardon? Well, never mind that. You want to see the Archer Shinjuku, huh? Go on, then. He already knew this was coming, no matter what I did. Have fun running around the barrel. Very well, then. I'll go do just that. Nothing like crashing one's own dreams. Nothing like crushing one's own dreams oneself, after all. Shut up. You handle this area. You handle this area. I'll go after them. Yes, sir. We can't have any of them escaping. Once I go in, blow up the entryway and seal it. Yes, sir. What about the tower's internal defenses? No one else is going to do us any good in here and there. Or are you volunteering to be a meat shield? Understood, sir. There's no telling what might happen if you small-timers interfere. You can all die here along with the puppets. Alright, the end of the world's almost here. It's all or nothing now. So does that mean I'm almost done with this? And I got a save quartz. So the next part will be in the tower lower level. And I'll be facing archers, assassins, and berserkers. So that means my team would probably have to be lancers and casters. See you next time.